Come on, stream. Ow. Okay, we are live. Hello, yet again. Welcome back to the Illegally Cited Mixer stream. This is Jesse, aka BGFH, and we are back for yet one more E3 2019 press conference on Monday. Done quite a few of these so far in the last couple of days. A little bit of EA on Saturday, Microsoft and Bethesda yesterday, and PC Gamer Show and Ubisoft earlier today, wrapping up this main marathon here with Square Enix. Going to be starting here in about 15 minutes or so. But again, figured I'd start a little bit early, make sure that the stream is working the way it's supposed to, make sure that things are up and running, and we can talk a little bit about, you know, what they might show, some thoughts, some ideas, some hopes, something or other. But yeah, so, you know, just thinking about the events earlier today, and overall, like I said, I think the main trend so far that I've seen, one of the main things that I've sort of been annoyed with, is that we're seeing a lot of games that are theoretically coming out within the next year and a half tops, but I would say I'm closer to a year away unless they get delayed again. And so much of what we're seeing is cinematic stuff. Like, it totally makes sense. Like the Halo, well, actually for the Halo thing, it doesn't really make all that much sense because you want to see some gameplay for something that's theoretically launching a console next year. But like for things that are just like that Tokyo thing or whatever, the Tokyo whatever it was called. You know, that was just a new thing starting out development. It makes sense to just have a cinematic trailer or the George R.R. Martin thing. But, you know, for things that we're going to be playing, like that one that ended the Ubisoft one, the Gods and Monsters or whatever, if that's coming out in February, you know, I mean, that's less than a year away. Don't you think we maybe might want to see at least a little glimpse of what exactly we're playing here? So, anyway, enough about that. That's just kind of what I thought. But you know, there's definitely some solid titles. I know I've heard a few opinions from people that are saying that things are not as exciting this year. You know, it's a lot of what we already knew. But I mean, really, if you're at the end of a console generation, what do you expect? You know, they're kind of holding their surprises for the next gen stuff. They're finishing some sequels, or they're doing maybe a couple of experimental things toward the end there, just to use an engine for something else. But I mean, we're getting some solid games in the next few. I mean, we got, like I said, Bethesda alone. We got Wolfenstein, Doom Eternal. We're getting Outer Worlds, Watch Dogs 3, Watch Dogs Legion looks kind of sick. We're getting Cyberpunk. The Cyberpunk 2077 looks pretty rad. Square Enix here. Let's jump into. I'm on their YouTube page. Let's just pop into their live stream. What is this? This video may be inappropriate for. Oh, yes. I understand. And I like to be inappropriate or something. Alrighty. So here we go. We have the YouTube's going. And let me see here. Get rid of this. Can I get rid of this chat thing? How do I hide that? Because there should be a full screen here, you'd think. Maybe it's just a frame screenshot, and maybe since it's not technically a live video, so E3 June 10th, 6 p.m. PT, hashtag, notification, 10:21. Okay, well, maybe we just, I don't know, maybe we just sit here and watch because, like I said, YouTube, it should. I wish I could hide this chat, though. Or there's got to be a way. I can do it on the phone. Give me one more second here. Top chat, live chat. Okay, let's look at our little ... menu. Send feedback. Toggle time lapse. Chat participants. That's really not helping. Usually there's a little X or something. I should just be able to make you vanish. Alrighty. But so yeah, Square Enix, they're going to be starting pretty soon. What do we expect? Of course, we're going to see some Final Fantasy stuff. They already kind of said, was it yesterday? They were saying that they're going to launch the Final Fantasy VII Remake early next year, which I'm really, really glad for, if nothing else, just so that people will shut up about it. I mean, for the last, I swear, like 15, 20 years, it's like, Final Fantasy Remake, Final Fantasy Remake. And then they announced it like 4 or 5 years ago. And ever since then, it's just been, where is it? Where is it? What is it going to be? So I'm sure we'll see something with that. See what that's going to be. There was, at one time, they were talking about having it as an episodic type of thing. And now maybe not. I don't know if the 2020 is only going to be episode 1 of 3, or if they're finally just saying, all right, we've delayed this thing forever, let's just get it done so we can move on. I don't know, but yeah, I'm sure there'll be maybe some MMO stuff with their Final Fantasy, 14 or something like that. Will they introduce a new Final Fantasy? Maybe. I don't know. They might. Like I said, you think of Square Enix, you think of RPGs, because, that's largely what they've been known for. But you kind of forget, I forget sometimes, like I said, I was looking at their E3 stuff a little while, or their their YouTube page a little bit, and they have several studios that they're working with. These are the people that own, or that work with, like, Eidos. So you have things like Deus Ex, you have Life is Strange, which I'm still kind of waiting to bite on Season 2. Loved Life is Strange Season 1. Really, really cool series. Really cool game. I'm kind of debating whether I want to start into Life is Strange before all of the episodes are out. I kind of want to wait till the whole thing is out and then maybe play them, because I'm impatient and don't want to wait. Like, it's like you get the cliffhanger and then you got to wait 2-3 months for the next episode, and you're like, oh no. So, I'll be looking forward to the rest of the episodes. Maybe they'll have a quick thing of like, hey, the rest of the episodes are coming here, and here. They've been saying, of course, there's going to be an Avengers game of some sort, which could be interesting. I like the Avengers. I'm not like super, super gung-ho about it. Maybe as much as some people are, but, I like the Avengers, and I'm curious to see what kind of a game it'll be. What else could they do? like I said, it kind of depends on all of their studios. They love to put out their back catalog. So they love to put out. I think pretty much every Final Fantasy and a lot of these classic RPGs have come to PC and mobile and whatever platform they can put them out on. Sometimes they're just a simple, mainly a port. Sometimes they are remakes, or kind of reskins. They'll put some extra effort into it. And some people don't like the updated looks of them. Some people prefer the classics. I like what they did to Secret of Mana. I think that I think that was a Square Enix outfit. I did a mixer stream of that, and I probably will. That'll be probably one of my semi-near future mixer streams here after E3 and all this other event stuff settles down. I had planned to do that here pretty soon. Secret of Mana, pretty fun game, especially when they've added all the nice voice acting for the character dialogue. Probably see some other RPGs. Like I said, I don't follow hugely into the role-playing game stuff, especially Japanese RPGs all that much. If I'm going to play RPGs, I generally tend to play the more Western Fallout, Elder Scrolls kind of things. That just sort of seems to fit me a little bit better. Not so much into the turn-based or the tactics, grid or hexagon-based stuff. Even things like Tales of Symphonia or like the Tales series. A lot of that has more. You have these segmented off battle sequences, but they're real-time combat. It kind of plays like a simple, kind of a hack and slashy sort of a thing where you can also trigger special abilities and stuff. So, I'm sure we'll find, like I said, a lot of RPGs. Again, I have not really looked ahead. I haven't really been seeking out spoilers or anything like that. So I don't really know what to expect as far as Square Enix goes. Bethesda, I knew. Microsoft, I kind of had an idea. Ubisoft, I sort of had an idea because I tend to play more of those games. Let's see. I'll go back. There's a page that I linked to. They give all these nice links. Let's see if their Mixer page looks any different. I just want to see if one of these is live. Yada yada yada. Yeah, do not care. Okay. All right. 3 minutes and 25 seconds. Guess what? We're doing Mixer. Because it came right up. It's a thing. To heck with YouTube, we're doing Mixer. It seemed to treat us pretty well. We got Mixer and Twitch, and I like that. I wish I would have found that site earlier, because would have made finding some of those other, like I said, especially the absolutely short but bizarre Devolver press conference. We could have tacked that onto the end of Bethesda last night, but oh well. So this is the last one of our live conferences. Like I said, tomorrow I am going to be doing Nintendo, but it's not going to be at the exact time because I actually have a Microsoft meeting then. But when they inevitably update it, the archive, I will not check Twitter ahead of time. I will not. I'm going to go into it spoiler free, and I'm going to stream me watching it, so you can get my live reaction for Nintendo, because I'm very, very interested in some of Nintendo stuff. Not the hugest Animal Crossing guy, and I probably would be if all the text was in text to speech. And it's like they have this gibberish stuff. But they have this gibberish stuff. But even if they would have done something like Mitomo, where it was speaking in like a robotic voice, I would have been fine with that. Then I could have understood the characters a lot better. But there's just so much reading and stuff in there. And yeah, the gameplay is not super exciting to me. I mean, it's relaxing. It's, it's something different. But I'm very interested in Mario Maker. I'm very interested in the Zelda Link's Awakening remake coming to Switch. That's another one. Oh, good God. When is that? Did they ever give a date for that? I know it's this fall. But if that's going to be a November thing too, oh dear God. Oh man, October, like the end of October to November, like the end of November. Like I said, there's no way I'm going to play through everything. But on the plus side, I will have lots to play throughout the end of the year, and more than likely early 2020. God, that's scary to me, thinking that it's going to be 2020 in a few months already. This year's just going by so fast. So basically, everything's in a red hue, showing the crowd here, showing a little bit of the stage, just kind of going back and forth. So I'm glad I switched. I'm glad I switched to Mixer because hey, now we're actually watching something we're supposed to. So go me! Glad we got bailed out of that. But yeah, so I will let you know a couple minutes, hopefully before, like I said, I'm guessing it'll be, our Microsoft meeting will probably go till about noon-ish my time, give or take, depending on how long Nintendo takes to get it up. Usually they don't take all that long. Early afternoon tomorrow, maybe 12:30, 1-ish. Maybe we'll do, if of course if the archive is up, we'll take a look at it. Here we go. Square Enix. E3 2019, ladies and gentlemen. If you are joining, thank you for sticking with me on this Mixer marathon, as it were. Let's see what the last live conference has to show us. Yeah, all we're hearing there's your menu. I call it menu fantasy. your menu, because you always. It's so funny. You have this great music, and all you hear is like all these menu noises. I used to give my roommate crap because he was a huge Final Fantasy fan. I'm like, man, if I wanted to play in menus, I could just use I could use Windows. I could use Microsoft Office. But. Curious to see what they do with this. Having not fully played, I've played Final Fantasy VII, but never got very far because I lost interest in it. But yeah, okay, I'm assuming that's what this is. They got to start out with their banger. I know, like I know who's. Okay, yep, the ginormous sword there. His hair. Japanese RPGs always have characters with the weirdest hair.
Please welcome Yoshinori Kitase,
Cloud.
producer, Final Fantasy VII Remake.
So I wonder if they're gonna. I wonder if they will show some actual gameplay, because the thing is, in some ways it kind of looked like they took it more real time. Uh-oh. There we go. So you couldn't hear him.
Very happy
What?
to be able to introduce this long-beloved title once again. After 22 years, the familiar characters we love have returned while becoming more beautiful and captivating than ever before.
今まで応援し続けてくださっているファンの皆さん、長年のサポートありがとうございます。大変お待たせいたしました。新たなる冒険へと共に踏み出すことを非常に楽しみにしております。
To our longtime fans, we thank you for your support and patience over these years, and we look forward to embarking on this journey together.
FF7 をリメイクするにあたって、ファイナルファンタジー7の世界観やキャラクターたちをより深く今回は描いております。ファイナルファンタジー7リメイクプロジェクトの最初の作品となる本作ではミッドガルのストーリーを広大にかつ緻密に語っております。
Oh, I've always wanted to learn Japanese, but that's just another really, really time-intensive thing I'm never going to have time for at this age. Thankfully, most things are getting dubbed these days. Most things. Yakuza.
Remaking Final Fantasy VII has allowed us to dive much deeper into the world and its characters than ever before. The game design was optimized for this title as well, and we anticipate 2 Blu-ray discs worth of gameplay content.
Damn. That's a lot of data considering how much Blu-rays hold.
In this project,
Jesus God, imagine doing the download-only version?
an elaborate retelling that it has become a
Crikey.
standalone game in its own right.
That's going to be like a 100 gig download. Bloody hell.
まあファンの方の、期待を決して裏切らない皆さんのねよく知っているFF7 に再会できると思います。
Through the content we are about to unveil today, and through all that we have yet to unveil, we will not disappoint your expectations.
Yeah, you cheer for that.
The reunion with the Final Fantasy VII you know is near.
まあそれと同時にですね、当時を知らないゲーム
Is it going to be episodic like they were saying at one time? That's what I wonder.
To newcomers who never played the original, we present to you a completely new Final Fantasy and a perfect starting point to explore the world of Final Fantasy VII.
That would be me.
Pabon, Senior Manager, Product Marketing, Square Enix.
I mean, I've played it, but I've probably gotten 2 hours in, maybe 3, and I just really didn't. Like I said, the menu combat, I just really didn't care.
So, Neil is here to introduce you and walk you through gameplay.
All right. Okay, good. We're actually going to get some gameplay demo.
All right, everyone. Let's mosey. Final Fantasy VII Remake features a hybrid gameplay system that merges real-time action with strategic command-based combat. For starters, each press of the square button is a swing of Cloud's Buster Sword.
Really?
Attacks, dodges, and blocks all in real time. His standard attacks do some damage, but they barely scratch the surface of Cloud's true potential. Succeeding on the battlefield requires much more.
That sword is so ridiculously big.
Cloud needs to be tactical. He needs ATB. 2 ATB bars are displayed in the lower right. These fill up slowly over time, but fill much faster as Cloud lands standard attacks. Once an ATB bar is full, you can enter tactical mode, where time slows to a crawl and you have the opportunity to choose actions from the command menu. Katase-san, I've had the pleasure of seeing quite a bit of the game, but tactical mode never gets old for me. I could just sit here all day long and watch this beautiful slow motion action.
観客の皆さんはね、おそらくね、他の部分ももう少し見たいのではないかと思いますが。
So how slow? Like how much time?
The audience would like to see more, isn't that right, everyone?
So how much time do you get to make a decision? Because if you have, like, if you're low vision and take time to read.
Various abilities, such as Cloud's Braver attack. Using an item in battle will deplete an ATB charge, and if Cloud has the right materia equipped and enough MP, he can use ATB charges to cast spells. Of course, this being a remake, we're sure to see some familiar faces. With the use of his iconic gun arm, Barret is able to target enemies at a distance. Barret's standard attacks generate ATB charges similar to Cloud, but his abilities are entirely different. Switching between characters in combat is done with a single button press.
Oh, okay.
Party members, a snap. Speaking of
Oh, okay,
party
so you
members,
can-
Katase-san, when are we going to see Tifa in action?
Okay, so you can actually,
Soon.
you can switch.
Characters will continue to fight even when you're not controlling them directly, but it's up to you to choose how and when ATB charges.
I like that it's sort of real time.
Effectiveness by switching between characters or issuing commands to characters with full ATB bars. Every enemy has a focus gauge that fills up as you do damage. When the gauge is full, the enemy becomes staggered and you'll deal bonus damage. Tactical mode evokes the command selections from the original Final Fantasy VII and allows players to enjoy battle while taking the time to think strategically. For players who prefer fast-paced action, abilities and spells can be bound to shortcuts for immediate execution.
Ah,
Shortcuts make combat extremely dynamic, but the choice of using them is entirely up to you.
okay.
Right, Katase-san?
そうですね、プレイスタイルに合わせて楽しめるゲームになっておりますので、ぜひご期待ください。
That's right. The game has been made so that you can choose how to play. I hope players get excited about this.
Actually, this does look better than I...
Combat in Final Fantasy VII Remake, and we look forward to showing you a whole lot more in the coming months. For now, let's see how Cloud and Barret do against a more formidable foe.
Dude, what are they saying? Those chicks are going nuts. I like the fact that they give you...
It's got reinforced armor plating, but the internals can be overloaded. Lightning magic.
No other option.
Huh.
Should I be worried?
I wonder if there's like you can use the right stick to... Like if you can lock on to different parts of that giant enemy, like different weak points or something. So this ginormous, like, oh, I don't even know what you would call it, like a mech, well, like a robot. I guess I don't know if it's a spider, but all right. So your regular attack, instead of slashing, if you switch to that other dude, I think he'll just shoot his gun, maybe. I bet you some purists are going to be pissed, though, that it's not totally turn-based anymore. You've wrecked my game. But this actually seems more appealing to me, because at least I feel like I always thought the idea of like a row of guys on the left, a row of guys on the right, and then just running across the screen, bitch slapping each other, and then running back. It like when you're dudes with swords, or when you're guys with in a mech or something, it just seemed really dumb to me. It's like, oh, like if I know it's a tactical thing, but if I hit you, I'm going to keep hitting you until I can't hit you, until you block or something. Yeah. Ah, laser. Okay, yeah, he'll duck out, and okay, that makes sense. Be almost kind of tricky to keep track of all your meters, though. You got meters all over the place, and like I said, if being low vision, it'd be nice to have maybe some audio cues to be like, "Hey, your thing is full," or "You're below a certain amount of health." Yeah, I wonder if there'll be different difficulties too. Like, that'd be kind of nice if they, since they're modernizing it and everything, for casual RPG fans, maybe like myself, I'd play this on an easier difficulty just so I could actually see the story and enjoy some light combat. Play it more real time and not get punished for it. Now they're whooping it pretty good. And this is multi-platform. I think it's coming to PC? I don't remember. I know it's PS4 for sure. Xbox One, I'm almost positive. I don't know if it's coming to PC. I think, maybe? Maybe not right away. I don't remember. Hopefully they'll say. Because I don't honestly remember. 19. Uh-huh. Yeah, it looks pretty solid, you know? Mr. Tough Guy. Okay.
Please welcome Tetsuya Nomura, director, Final Fantasy VII Remake.
Wow, they're really going all out spending time on this one. No wonder how much else they have to show. Okay. Just checking the stream again.
Absolute honor to have you here. Katase-san, how do you feel working with Nomura-san once again on Final Fantasy VII Remake?
はい、彼とはですね、原作の FF7 以降、何作もね、一緒にね、その後も仕事はしてるんですけども、今作のようにね、再びね、ディレクション、キャラクターデザイナー、そしてね、ストーリーとね、がっつり組むのはまた久しぶりなのでね、22年前と全く変わらない熱量でね、今作でも取り組んでる姿を見てね、私も正直ね、喜んでいます。
Since the original Final Fantasy VII, I've worked with him on many titles, but it has been a while since we've actually had him work so heavily on a project like this, from the direction to character design to the story. And I'm really happy to see him working on this title with the same passion that he had 22 years ago.
Yeah, that came out in like, what was it, 97, 98? I remember seeing the demo in a software at Cedra one day when I went to go get something else when I just started college.
そしてですね、皆さん今日初めて、プレイ画面を結構長めに見たと思いますが、おそらく想像してたものとは少し違ったんじゃないかな
God, speaking of Japanese, I'm trying to think, does Bloodstain come out this weekend?
We wanted to extend our gratitude
Or is it next
to those
week?
who have been waiting so patiently and have been supporting us for such a long time until now. And also, we've taken a look at gameplay right now, and we fairly showed you a good bit.
でですね、そういうわけなので皆さんぜひ触れてみたいんじゃないかなと思いましてですね、実際に、
I want to say it was like February or March next year this is coming out.
And I was wondering, do you guys want to actually play the game?
Dumb question.
ということでですね、明日から開催されます E3 のですね、
I will ask rhetorical questions that I already know the answer to.
セブンリメイクプレイアブル出展していますので、ぜひ機会のある方は触れてみてください。
So we actually have playable demo kiosks available at the Square Enix E3 booth. So
Oh, I'm
hope you have the
sure.
opportunity to try it out.
はい。それではですね、最後に、皆さんにご覧いただきたいものがありますので、昨日はですね、コンサートの方でショート版のトレーラーを、公開しましたけども、今日はロング版を
Well, let's put it this way. I'm more interested in the game than I was.
So finally, there is
For
something
sure.
that we wanted to show you. Yesterday we showed you a short version of a trailer at the Final Fantasy VII concert. Today we have a longer version.
Man, they're gonna spend like 20 minutes on this thing.
お願いします。
All right, please take a look.
They're gonna spend a good chunk of their time in this conference on this I mean, like I said, I mean, this is basically, you know, for RPG fans, like I swear to God, like Final Fantasy VII is RPG's wet dream, I swear. It's just like, oh my God. And like I said, I don't have the nostalgia for it that other people do, but I'm genuinely intrigued, especially with the kind of updated combat system and variety of choice that you get.
These sewer rats appear to call themselves Avalanche, sir.
I almost kind of get like a Spirits Within vibe from this. I know people hated that movie, but I kind of liked it. I didn't mind it, actually.
Y'all gotta look at the bigger picture here. Nothing worth fighting for was ever won without sacrifice.
Help me!
Harris lives. Even I know that spoiler.
Have you been a good girl?
I heard you're having second thoughts.
I know we have to think big if we're going to make a difference. But not like this. I feel trapped.
I am genuinely intrigued because now that you have the full voice acting and stuff, like, I think the story might be a lot of fun. I mean, if everyone says the story is as good as they say it is, I would definitely be open to giving this a shot. Oh yeah, she's fighting. I'm sure people are just nerding out. Like I said, I'm sure they recognize these environments, which I don't, having not played much of the game. I remember fighting these little poison plant thingies or something in the beginning, and then I don't remember much after that. Or whatever. I don't know if they were, I don't know, some kind of green plant monsters or something.
You're not real. Cloud, I have a favor to ask of you. Run away. You have to leave. You have to leave. You bastard! Hold on to that hatred.
Sephiroth. Okay, 3/3/20 2020. All right, 3/3. Does it say? Does it say what platforms? I said, I wonder if it's coming to PC or not. Pre-order now, whatever, something. I'll have to look at the details as to what the platforms are. Like I said, I couldn't read that quickly. That's the benefit of having full vision. Okay, now that we're done with that... Oh, Life... Is this Life is Strange?
Just the son I wanted to see.
Yeah, okay, I reckon...
I know what happened with the guys in Seattle.
I really do gotta play Season 2.
With us misfits.
I remember I played through the side story with that little kid. I forget his name.
I love the setting. It's so beautiful, man.
Time to hit the road.
You'll be fine, Daniel. As long as we're together.
I want to see what his power can do. Come on, Daniel. You got this. Starting to be able to control his powers.
Oh, what kind of powers does he get?
Oh no. No, I shouldn't do this.
Stop it, you crazy?
On the ground. Now. Whoa.
Oh.
Oh my god.
I missed that. I'm so sorry, Daniel.
9 out of 10.
I'm really glad I got to meet you.
It's the same for me.
Bro hug. What a nice dude, man.
It's the puppy. The puppy. We got a puppy.
Yeah, all the live streamers doing reactions.
Daniel, come on, run. Do it, Daniel. Now.
Oh, this is gonna be the cliffhanger.
Hmm.
effective. Stop, Daniel. I said stop. Don't grab me!
That was so intense.
It's my power, not yours.
What the? No, that's the ending, isn't it?
This game is awesome.
Life is Strange 2. Play today. Is the whole season out now? I haven't really been paying attention. I'll have to ask Ranger, because I know they've been playing it when I talk to him for the podcast tomorrow.
Miasma has blanketed the world. Crystals keep the deadly miasma in check. The crystal's power is not eternal.
I wonder if that's on sale for E3. I really should pick up.
Brave young adventurers who journey to protect their home.
Really should pick up Life is Strange 2.
Crystal Chronicles.
If we had no crystals,
Oh, right.
seem us all correct.
This was that Wii game.
Could be so right.
I think it's coming to PC?
Online multiplayer mode. Caravan with friends wherever they may be.
Or no, this is a GameCube thing.
The adventure close at hand.
You needed like...
Now unfolds on smartphones.
Oh, smartphones. Okay.
Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles Remastered Edition.
Yeah.
This winter, embark on a new journey.
Yeah. Okay. So, basically, you needed like a whole bunch of like 4 Game Boy Advances and a GameCube for cooperative play. It was this crazy thing. What is this now?
I will not lose to you.
Now the true lesson begins.
The hunt is on.
2D.
This will serve you.
My blade protects those in need.
Let's end this, shall we?
My brand, I'll strike you down.
I don't know if this...
This is our challenge.
I mean, it's gameplay, which is great. Oh, okay. Yeah, that was that Switch thing. Oh, it's coming to Steam. Okay. Steam and something else. That was a thing that was on the Switch last year. I told you there would be a lot of role-playing games. And this is what? Definitely some sort of or another RPG. It looks like. I saw some like menus or something. Oh, Last Remnant. Wait. Oh, remastered? Available tonight? That was that an original Xbox or a 360 game? Last Remnant. I know it's an RPG. I think it's turn-based. Criminy.
It's better! It's the one, the only, the builder's builder of the game! It's Dragon Quest Builders 2!
I really gotta play these because it's like Minecraft with more of a story, like more with like a goal.
The vile cult that worships destruction has outlawed
I
the creation of all things.
I might own Builders 1, or it's on my wish list. I'm not sure.
Lost until you, a young apprentice builder, manages to escape the clutches of evil. Washed up on
This I want to play.
the Isle of Awakening, and with the help of your spirited and mysterious companion, Malroth, it is up to you to doff your
I love the art style.
unravel the riddles of this land and defeat the hateful children of Harkon.
Especially the environments. The characters look a little weird, but that's just Japanese role-playing games that they're crazy,
As a master builder, there is a land of adventure with many islands,
crazy hairs and stuff.
limited building combinations. You will have to master new crafting skills on each island. With more
more to do and even more to create.
Huh?
Everything in Dragon Quest Builders 2 is much, much bigger. Build huge structures in a larger world with more variety and options than ever before. And with a little help from the eager islanders. The world is humongous. You'll need your wits about you to get around. Run across open fields and explore ruins.
The ironic thing.
And spectacular castles. Dive into the
A conference centered around RPGs,
climb the highest mountains to catch the sunset.
which are cinematic or story based,
To rest up for your next day of adventure.
are showing the most gameplay in all of the conferences so far.
Monsters roam this land and will
There's irony there somewhere.
running composure. Luckily, accompanying you on your quest is the enigmatic Malron, an aggressive amnesiac with a fondness for fighting foes. Use powerful attacks on the battlefield to take down monstrous beasts.
Cool. Yeah, looks fun. I would try to play this.
Work together with your villagers to till soil, plant seeds, and raise a multitude of crops.
Yeah, Harvest Moon meets Minecraft meets
Support the kind of crops you'll grow.
action RPG. Great. Time suck.
To tantalizingly tasty tomatoes.
Oh, another huge game I don't have time for. Oh, man.
Big projects require big help.
I need like a clone of me to do all the stuff I don't want to do.
Anything you can imagine. Let your creativity run wild.
Slimes. Oh no, we're getting... No.
The only limit is your imagination. So call on your friends and build your
Huh?
fate together.
Cool, yeah, this is totally... they built a big old slime out of the bricks. Yeah, like I said, it's...
Paved with peril, young builder. Only you can defeat the children of Hargon. Bring an end to destruction and save the world in Dragon Quest Builders 2.
I can't remember if I own the first one or not. July 12th. Oh no, is that only PlayStation? I know the first one came to other things. I didn't get to see if it comes to something else. I hope it's not just PlayStation. Oh, Switch. What do we get for Switch? Huh? Probably another RPG. Jesus.
The luminary is the root of all evil and will bring naught but misery to our realm. Let's do this. I believe in you. I believe in the luminary.
Well, I'm not sure which one this is. Like I said, I don't know my RPG franchises, so I pretty much have to wait to the end because I don't know.
Do not lose heart. Do not look back. Remember, you're the luminary. We believe in you.
Oh, Dragon Quest. Whatever. What is it? Oh. Available this fall. Dragon Quest something or other. More traditional. I wonder when if they're going to do anything besides like the RPG stuff. Like, I wonder if they're going to do some Eidos. Like, you know, we had Tomb Raider in that last year. What other non-RPG stuff they might have. 2016. Oh, wait, what? First person? Like a shooter-ish thing. What? They're showing a bunch of titles that... The titles are going by so fast, can't read them. 2018... I'll have to go back and look at this trailer again just to see what games they're showing, because some of them actually look pretty cool. Okay, weird. Okay, there's a shooter, they're sniping. Okay.
Hello everyone, this is Carolina.
Alberto, I'm Carlos Mastreta.
We're a family of motorsport fans from Mexico, and we're the founders of Original Fire Games.
Huh.
For the last few decades, we have seen a fascinating evolution in racing games. And nowadays, you can drive almost any type of car on amazing recreations of the best tracks in the world.
Arcade Racer, Arcade Racer.
We believe it's time to try something different. We want to do this by reviving a style that pioneered racing games decades ago.
Race.
The game mixes top-down racing with a classic, sharp arcade look and tactile driving physics, which brings together a whole range of styles and eras of motorsport.
We are delighted to share this moment with you.
And show a sneak preview of our game, which Square Enix Collective will publish in 2020.
Join us for the ride, and see you again soon.
Okay, top down. If it's anything, oh wow, a lot of cars. Wow. I was thinking it was just gonna be like a few cars, something like an RC Pro-Am or like Rock and Roll Racing, man. Man, where is my Rock and Roll Racing sequel? I didn't get to read what that was. I wasn't paying attention. Oh, okay, we're a shooter. First-person shooter.
1944 recaptures the core of classic competitive first-person shooters.
Battlefield 1944?
Quickly coordinate strategies with your team on the fly, whilst keeping your movement nimble and your aim precise if you hope to beat out the competition.
That's fat, man.
There are multiple game modes for you and your team to dive into. Test your skills in domination, capture the flag, or team deathmatch, and perfect your tactics in the highly competitive Wartide game mode.
Is there just regular deathmatch?
Facet's competitive toolset is fully integrated into the game, bringing world-renowned competitive matchmaking, 1v1s, tournaments, rankings, and leaderboards.
It's moving at a pretty damn good clip. Said you're running.
Enemies, win matches, and rank up to demonstrate your Battalion 1944 prowess and unlock visual customization rewards.
Bet you this is a free-to-play? Maybe not, but
Each season will bring challenges for you to complete and medals to unlock, whilst tracking your in-game accomplishments and providing you with an easy way to compete against your friends.
I'm genuinely astonished at how much actual gameplay we're seeing in this conference. I'm stunned.
Halt the Axis offensive in their tracks with the rapid-fire PPSH, or take fire with pixel precision with the most
I mean, they're showing the first-person gameplay.
weapons just as deadly as their own.
Like, constantly. There's, like, no cinematics whatsoever, hardly.
To test your skills in, and a variety of weapons at your disposal. Play as a team and compete to be top of the leaderboards.
Huh.
Available now on Steam.
Jeez. Huh. 1944. Okay. Okay, what are we gonna... mobile... Some kind of mobile game? What kind of mobile game? Because we're just seeing a bunch of real-life people. Wait, what? What is going on here? Everything's moving so fast. I can't read what all the little bubbles are saying. What? Final Fantasy something. That one was a little hard for... That one would have been helpful with described video. Because I'm not entirely sure what the gist of that one was. Okay. What is this now? Definitely not the most graphically intensive thing. Kind of stylized characters. Alright, actiony, slashy slash. Okay. I like what I'm seeing here. Some action, lots of spinny blades and such. Definitely fast. Just super air combos and stuff like that. Is this like a single player thing or a RPG or like a online thingy? Or they said if I could read some of this text quickly enough. Oh, Kingdom Hearts something coming this winter. Kingdom Hearts something or other. Oh no, it looked all right.
Please welcome Naoki Yoshida, producer and director, Final Fantasy XIV Online.
Yeah, I figured they'd talk about 14 somewhere. Probably have some sort of a new expansion or something.
Hi guys, my name is Naoki Yoshida, producer and director of Final Fantasy XIV. 今日はですね、すいません、短い時間ですが、僕からはいよいよこの7月2日発売となるファイナルファンタジー14拡張パッケージ第3弾漆黒のヴィランズの紹介をさせていただきます。
So we'd like to take a little bit of your time to show off Shadowbringers Final Fantasy XIV's third expansion pack, which is releasing on July the 2nd.
2013年に新生オルゼア、レルムリボーンが
I know nothing about this either. I knew that was going to be another expansion probably, but...
1600万を突破し、なんとこのですね、漆黒のヴィランズの発売
excuse me. Sorry. I don't know what the combat and questing is like in that game. Like I said, I just don't have time for MMOs.
It's been 6 years since the release of A Realm Reborn in 2013, and over the years we've
God, that long ago?
16 million
Wow.
registered users. Plus, we've reached the highest number of active subscribers in its history before the launch of Shadowbringers. This is all thanks to our players, our warriors.
I didn't realize that game was that old. Because they did the original version, which flopped, and then they did that Reborn or whatever they said, and then people liked it. Wow.
We view Shadowbringers as more than a simple expansion pack, but as a new game filled with volume and gameplay experiences that are comparable to a brand new standalone RPG title.
また新ジョブであるガンブレーカー、それから踊り子、新種族のロスガルと
I said, I think this is a monthly fee, though, so... Anything where I gotta pay a monthly fee to play one game, I'm probably not gonna do.
For those who have yet to play Final Fantasy XIV, including 2 new jobs, the Gunbreaker and the Dancer, as well as 2 new playable races, the Frothgar and the Viera.
That means absolutely nothing to me.
Final Fantasy シリーズの最新作として、Final Fantasy 7リメイクの発売、2020年3月3日までの間。
Something about Final Fantasy VII Remake.
We are excited to bring Shadowbringers as the latest installment in the Final Fantasy franchise for our fans to enjoy. At least until 2020 March 3rd, when Final Fantasy VII Remake comes out.
それではいよいよ7月2日、ローンチとなりますが、この場で世界初公開となるその漆黒のヴィランズのローンチトレーラーをご覧いただこうと思います。
We are pleased to bring a world premiere of the launch trailer for Shadowbringers releasing on July the 2nd.
Yeah, less than a month away. It's so amazing. Like 10, 15 years ago, you would have games packed within 2-3 months of the year. And now it's just that packed all year. It's kind of ridiculous. There's a lull here and there, but man, I mean, there's just so much. There's so much to play. God forbid you have also other hobbies or in a job. Yeah. Oh, okay. I was going to say that was a short cinematic.
That's how the Sin Eaters came to be. They were once living creatures, or people, that were caught in the path of the flood. Once the change is wrought, there is no going back.
The eternal light of these creatures has confounded us for nigh on 100 years. For each we have put down, another has risen up in its place, born of the self-same ether, relinquished by its predecessor.
Yeah, all this lore just means nothing to me. This is all new. Not even just this game, but like I said, I have so little experience with Final Fantasy in general that even if there was something even if there was something more recognizable, I probably wouldn't know. I know a lot of people love this. Love the MMO though. I know it's still. I mean, there's. Think about how many MMOs there were 5 years ago, and how many are still around now. Everyone was going to be the next World of Warcraft, and then so many just had to go free to play, or just died, or both. And there's far fewer talk. You've got World of Warcraft, you got this, you got Elder Scrolls Online. You got a few other ones that I'm not really sure of, but not near as many as there used to be. Seems like everybody was trying to do an MMO 5-10 years ago. Yeah, I mean, it's all cinematic. It's kind of some weird kind of graphic filters in this too. It's not like it looks kind of weird. It's kind of got these graphic filters on it, so everything looks a little bit whatever. All right, sure.
The will of the star was made manifest.
I'm sorry, I can only assume I misheard, but it sounded an awful lot like you were implying both Zodiac and Heidelin are not gods.
Well, they are gods after a fashion, yes. The eldest and most powerful.
I have no idea what the hell you're talking about. None whatsoever. That holy. Not quite as bad as Bethesda last night. That one guy was either being paid to go insane, which I know they do try to, some of these conferences try to fill the front rows with people that go just crazy, or the guy was on something. Alright, what do we got here? Something different. First person zombies. Oh wait. Oh, is Dying Light? That was a Square Enix thing? I can't remember. I thought for some reason I was thinking it was Ubisoft, but yeah, this looks pretty. I mean, the amount of parkour that's going on here, and the zombies that they saw earlier. Yeah, this definitely looks like some Dying Light 2. Wall running, sliding down wires, rooftop to rooftop. Okay, fighting some melee. Oh yeah, hell yeah! Kick the guy off the roof. Dying Light 2, Spring 2020. Alright, fair enough. Fair enough. I just wish I was better at that game, because I tried the first one and I played it for a while, but whoa, even that one, it was hard. I sucked. Is that it? No, they gotta end on something big. Don't they? Something 3. Pretty epic RPG battle music going on there. Looks like more of a 16-bit style RPG of some sort. Didn't get to read what it was, but yeah, your typical turn-based sort of fare, it looks like. Not hugely what I'm into, but hey. I will have to try the Tales games for you guys. Either load up Symphonia or... I played through Symphonia and I think I finished Did I finish Vesperia? I don't know if I finished it. I finished Symphonia 1 and 2. I know I played Vesperia. I think I finished it. I don't remember much about it. I liked Symphonia 1. Symphonia 2, the main character was a whiny little runt. He kind of did better later, but God, from the beginning, I hated the main character. Vesperia was okay.
Final Fantasy Brave Exvius.
Good
Enjoyed by fans
God.
world over, has surpassed 39 million downloads.
How many Final Fantasy things are there in this conference?
Proudly presents the international reveal of a new title born from the FFBE universe.
Jibus. I have...
War of the Visions. Final Fantasy Brave Exvius. These
sure.
FFBE and War of the Visions will be the pillars of the growing world of Lapis.
I have no idea what you just said. Birth by Rage Sleep, divided by 12 something. Yeah, trust me, their names are that weird sometimes.
That would embroil the entire continent in conflict. A conflict later spoken of as the War of the Visions.
Yeah, okay.
Leonis, ruled by the Red
Yeah,
Lion
all this just goes completely over my head.
as well as twin princes. Horn, the great western kingdom, governed by a policy of peace and its brave and wise king. Fennis, where the king of the savages has organized the barbarian tribes into Ardura's mightiest militant state.
If you say so.
Wesset, the great eastern kingdom over which reigns its icy despot.
I don't know if... Oh, okay, the stream kind of stopped. Okay, there we go.
Crystal Sanctum, a religious city-state with believers throughout Ardura.
I don't know if some of these are from other Final Fantasy. See, I don't know any of the lore. So I don't know if these tie into previous games or if they're just made up for this thing here.
All is for one's homeland.
Okie dokie.
Final Fantasy, Brave Exvius. Now in development.
Uh-huh. If you say so. Oh, man, I gotta get up pretty soon. My back is... Oh, wait, did it say people can fly? Square Enix. Because people can fly, if that's what it said, I wasn't paying attention there. People Can Fly made the Painkiller games. Okay, bunch of people, some landscapes, walking around, shooting at something. Okay, the ginormous whatever the heck that thing is. Outriders? I have no clue what that is supposed to be. So this is all cinematic again, so... Outriders. Summer 2020. Huh. Okay. Oh.
Please welcome.
Oh, I thought there was a problem with the stream again.
Studio head. People Can Fly.
Oh, okay, they're going to tell us what it is? Okay. Maybe show a little gameplay? And Painkiller. Oh yeah. Or no, did they? Did they? I thought they did Painkiller. Yeah, what is it? I couldn't tell by the trailer.
I'd like to thank the team at People Can Fly. You guys are amazing, and I know that some of you are watching this live, even though it's 4 a.m. in the morning in Poland. So make a noise for them, please.
Yeah?
Thank you. Thank you. And of course, Square Enix for the help and support as we work together on this exciting new IP. You know, over the past few years, People Can Fly has grown to over 200 developers and 4 studios across Poland, the UK, and most recently the US to bring you what is our most ambitious shooter today. To present more
What?
To present more of our vision, I would like to take this moment to introduce a short video from our game director, Bartek Mita. So thanks a lot. More on Outriders this winter. Thank you.
Okay, well, at least we know it's a shooter. Going from People Can Fly, I would assume as much. But, you know, they could have branched out to something different, but...
Shooters are in our DNA.
Yeah, you make some good ones.
And it's what we do.
Nothing wrong with that.
Draws on all our experience from all our previous titles. It's a game we wanted to make for a...
Showing just kind of a lot of games, like studio footage of people doing stuff.
As a dark, modern shooter built with traditional values. By that, I mean we are creating an experience with a strong story that you can enjoy with your friends or on your own.
Okay.
We want to
I like that.
story. We are confident we are building a shooter with a powerful gunplay, incredible weaponry, and a hostile new world we want to spend many hours in.
Oh wow, okay, we're getting some art of guns and enemies, we got some flying things, we got...
People can fly left Epic Games. Outriders is a 1, 2, or 3-player drop-in, drop-out co-op shooter.
Okay.
In our game, you will create your own Outrider and journey across the hostile planet Novina in search of the source of a mysterious signal. It's a pretty dark and unforgiving world, and yes, there is a lot more depth to the game, but I can't say too much more right now.
Well, I mean, you know what? As early as this is, that's okay. I know it's a single-player, multiplayer, cooperative shooter. Okay. Got some enemy and gun concept art there. Alright, what are we looking at here? Close up to something. What?
Reincarnation is the foundation of life. We celebrate the lives we've been given and offer up prayers for the next. It is grief of death which shackles the living and causes the dead to stray. Indeed, there is no greater affront to reincarnation. So we turn our grief to joy as we send off the dead.
Okay. Definitely some anime stuff going on here.
Still need salvation in death. A duty that falls to the Watchers. The Watchers sever the bonds that tie the lost to this world and send them off to the next.
Okay, some kind of overhead-esque combat. That is a big dude. Action RPG?
This is the story of one Watcher.
Oh, sorry guys, I am actually getting kind of tired. How do you say that? Animaki? I have no idea if I said that right. Okay, what are we looking at here? Okay, I missed that. Okay, people are going nuts. I guess I'm supposed to recognize that music, which I don't. Because again, I'm not a huge JRPG fan, so... You know, now if it were a Zelda thing, I would probably be like, oh, okay. Yeah, this is definitely more crazy anime JRPG stuff or something. All cinematic stuff, of course, not any gameplay yet. I have no idea what this is. I know other people do, because obviously the music, the first note, and people are like, oh my god! So... Another Final Fantasy coming 2019. Some Final Fantasy something. Okay. This is actually pretty long. 9:03. Well, I guess it's only just over an hour. Square Enix. Okay, people are already... Oh, okay. Here we go. This is probably what they're going to end with. Marvel. Eidos. No, was that Eidos? Iron Man! Oh, that's mixed terribly. You can't hear the dialogue. So the music is overpowering. What kind of game is this going to be? Woohoo! Hulk smash! Yeah, wreck shit. Ooh.
Is that a joke? Did Thor make a joke?
Yeah. Hulk smash. Hell yeah. It's like some kind of action-y... I don't know if this is just an action game or if it's an RPG too, or... Might be kind of rad, though. I would love to see them do a gameplay, wrap up with a gameplay demo. I mean, they're showing gameplay. It's a lot of cinematics, but there is some... You can tell that some of it looks like gameplay. But I would love to see an uncut demo. Oh.
But that's not how this story ends.
Thor's hammer. The Avengers. I remember the arcade brawler. I actually played that not too long ago on that that emulator system. The Avengers. Okay, it doesn't say a date.
Please welcome Sean Eskai,
Okay.
Creative Director, Crystal Dynamics,
Please
and Bill Roseman,
give us
Vice President and Creative Director, Marvel Games.
Give us a little... do what they did for Final Fantasy at the beginning. That would be a great way to close this. Show us some live, actual uncut gameplay.
Thank you. We love you. Yeah. Thank you, everyone. We are incredibly excited to reveal Marvel's Avengers to the world. A few years ago, Crystal Dynamics and Marvel began collaborating on an original Avengers game. One that combined epic action-adventure with cinematic storytelling.
My guess would be 2020.
Where we, as players, can experience in both single-player and co-op what it's like to be Earth's mightiest heroes.
I still gotta play that Avengers VR game.
Awesome. Because you will instantly recognize your favorite superheroes and villains, but you'll also see that they're unique to this game, as this is Crystal's interpretation of these iconic characters.
Good, something different.
Our story begins at A-Day, as San Francisco celebrates the opening of the Avengers West Coast headquarters, and the team's custom helicarrier, outfitted with a strange experimental energy source. However, the day turns deadly.
It blows up.
An attempt to steal this new technology results in massive destruction. Blamed for the tragedy, the Avengers are outlawed, and our heroes disband.
5 years later, a horrific evil threatens the world. And our only hope is to reassemble Earth's mightiest heroes. You'll play as your favorite Avengers in an all-new original story showcasing authentic Marvel heroism and humanity. It's about losing what matters to you most and fighting to get it back.
Show gameplay.
Yeah!
Show gameplay. Don't talk.
Most importantly, this is a story about self-acceptance in the face of adversity, about embracing our individual powers and learning that together we are mighty.
The crowd.
You'll lead the team as the legendary super soldier, Captain America.
Yeah, it looked like there was some flying stuff in there. Yeah. Bring it on. Smash with Hulk.
Channel the anger of scientist Bruce Banner by unleashing the whole.
Of course you will.
You'll gather intel and strike swiftly as the ultimate tactical spy, Black Widow.
Fair enough. All right.
And finally, you'll blast through the sky as the charismatic Tony Stark, known to the wider world as the Armored Iron Man.
To bring this incredible story to life, we've assembled an all-star cast. I'll let them introduce themselves.
I do hope we get some actual, like, uncut gameplay. That would be great to end on.
So, here we are. Avengers assembled. Who are you people again? Hi, I'm Troy Baker, and I play Bruce Banner.
Okay.
I'm Jeff Shine, and I play Captain America.
I'm Travis Willingham, and I play Thor.
Hi, I'm Laura Bailey, and I'm playing Black Widow.
Hi, I'm Nolan North. I play Tony Stark. There's certain characters
Okay.
that you ever have to be talked into.
Yeah.
You know?
I know Troy Baker and Nolan North for sure.
Yes. You know, everybody always portrays him as this super confident character. I think it's a mask for him. I think he's one of the most vulnerable guys.
I think Bruce is just such a cool character. A lot of people are really quick to bring out the big green, but I think that Bruce is a super complex character. He's fun, and I've never played him before.
What is very relatable about Natasha is she's extremely capable, but she's at the core, she's human. She's surrounded by all of this larger-than-life stuff, and she has to step up to it.
I feel like Thor got really interesting in the last 10 or 15 years. For me, I like where he's kind of landed in the public eye, you know.
One of
Yeah,
the things I think
Thor's
is
cool.
about Cap is I never feel like he necessarily wants to be a leader. He accepts that he is. I feel like sometimes the best leaders are the ones who don't necessarily want to be, but they're right for the job.
Having an original story to tell as well, what they've done at Crystal Dynamics is great, so I think everybody's going to be pretty stoked.
The Avengers are at their best when they are all together, but the chemistry is do not shake.
Thanks everybody for joining us. Can't wait for you to be able to play the game, but right now, you don't have to wait for some exclusive content.
Okay. Okay, what are we gonna get?
Do the Avengers pose a danger to society? That was the question, Bruce. That was the question.
I remember, okay, that was the trailer.
It was a heist, Bruce. No. We were outsmarted. The Terrigen.
Oh, that's his thing in his chest, yeah.
You knew that and you still paraded it before the entire world. So what? We just give up? We didn't give up, Tony. We failed. At least I can admit that.
If that's in game, that looks pretty damn good.
We failed.
That's pretty impressive.
Please welcome Scott Amos, Head of Studio, and Megan Marie, Senior Community and Social Media Manager, Crystal Dynamics.
I thought we were gonna get. That was kind of a weird. okay, I mean, just the back and forth dialogue, that was sort of strange, but
You've just you've just seen a high-level view of the cinematic and character-driven campaign of Marvel's Avengers. But launch is only the beginning of this adventure.
Marvel's Avengers delivers a narrative over multiple years. It's exciting new content leading to the regular basis.
Like Avengers, you and your friends are stronger together. You'll assemble into teams of up to 4 players online where you can master extraordinary abilities, where you can customize a growing roster of
no.
heroes and defend the Earth from ever-escalating threats.
Duh.
Yes. Oh, yes. And to make sure everyone comes on this journey with us, we're incredibly thrilled to announce that every new superhero and every new region will be delivered at no additional cost.
Oh, okay. Huh. Okay.
So our promise to the community is that we won't have random loot boxes or pay-to-win scenarios.
Yay! It's sad though that people have to announce that. I mean, that's where we are right now. That's where we are. You have to announce that, which is sad in a way. Oh, we're not going to get to see gameplay. I have a. I don't think we're going to get extended gameplay.
So our game is about embracing your powers and living your superhero dreams. We have an exclusive gameplay demo in our booth that will show you more of the
Damn it!
Its original story.
No.
And our superheroes in action.
Oh, you're not going to show any of that now for us poor plebs not at the show?
Avengers will release worldwide on PS4, Xbox One,
and PC,
Stadia, and PC.
Uh-huh. When?
We got you covered. And we're excited to be partnering with PlayStation to bring some awesome surprises to the PlayStation audience. Including early beta access and benefits that we'll be revealing in the future. But before we go, we have one final glimpse into our world, including when you'll get to play this game.
That's what we're waiting for.
This is what's next for the Avengers. Thank you, true believers.
Damn it. Progress, Hank. I have a plan, but it's risky.
Ooh, maybe?
Look ready. Come on, Tony, live a little.
What the hell is that thing? Wow, that is one hell of a... Oh.
Unbelievable.
Little shrinker.
It worked. It's sort of cute when they're small.
Ah, didn't doubt you for a second, Hank.
May 15th, 2020. Man, they're gonna get a live gameplay demo on the show floor, but we don't get to see. We got a little bit in that first trailer, but would have been nice to see just even a couple minutes, 4 or 5 minutes. That might be it. Yep. Okay, well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. That is the Square Enix presentation. Funny enough, I actually had more fun with that than I was actually expecting. Wow, again, there's so many things that happen throughout these events. I can't remember every little thing. of course, starting out with Final Fantasy VII Remake. I'm far more interested in it now than I ever was. I mean, will it be friendly enough to my play style? You know, like I said, I like more action RPGs. I know there's some of that. You know, but then you can go into the menus and queue up actions and things, and you know, you're seeing all the meters all in the corners and everything. But it's still way more interesting than what I thought the original would have been. So that looks pretty good. I mean, if nothing else, like I said, even if they have like a kind of a casual difficulty where I can just get my way through the combat and see what all the hubbub for this story is, you know, that everyone's been talking about for, what did they say, 22 years? Good God, man. So yeah, I mean, tons and tons of Final Fantasies. They had that GameCube one coming, the remake, a lot of remakes. Last Remnant, I think that was an early 360 game when Microsoft was trying to get Japanese developers and publishers, and that just, no matter what, they couldn't get support in Japan. You know, they tried, but you know, despite how popular the Xbox 360 was in America, no matter what they did, just Japan never really fell for it. And being remastered, you know, maybe they've added more voice acting, and I'll have to kind of keep an eye out for reviews of it on YouTube just to see what kind of. I think it's turn-based. Maybe they modified it a little bit. Maybe they made it a little bit different for the remaster. I don't know. But that's out tonight. The shooter from People Can Fly, I'm intrigued about that. Dying Light 2 could be interesting. Life is Strange 2. I wonder if that's on sale, actually. Let me... I was looking up some stuff earlier. Let me take a quick gander. I just want to see. I was looking up that Zombie Army game earlier. Life is Strange... Oh, I can't type. Life is Strange 2. On my wish list is not on sale. It's $7 for one of the thing. Okay, I'll look at this later. But essentially, you know, like I said, it's an episodic thing. You got a season. I don't know if all, I think, 5 episodes or so, I think, of season 2 are out. But if they are, it's probably pretty soon I will have to break down and pick that up and try it out. You know, again, a lot of RPGs. Some I recognize, most of them I didn't. Like I said, a lot of Final Fantasies, a lot of, you know, your JRPGs, and that, again, that's not unexpected. I fully expected that, but overall, there was just enough to kind of sprinkle it out within, you know, throughout the conference that it actually was fairly entertaining. And the Avengers looked like it could be pretty solid. I'm kind of jealous to you know, that we're not getting some gameplay footage for the conference, because people, I guess, are going to get to see it on the show floor, play it a little bit. But yeah, I would like to learn more about the Avengers, because that might be kind of fun. I'd run around with the Thor's hammer, or as Hulk, or, you know, I'm probably terrible at Iron Man's flying controls, but hey, we'll give it a shot. But yeah, that is Square Enix, and that is Monday of E3 2019. A lot of events. We got one more to wrap things up tomorrow, and then I can stop streaming for a little while. I did look up The Division earlier. The Division 2, you can't start playing it for free until the 13th. So, like Thursday or something like that. Because I was going to install it while we had some downtime between conferences today. And I'm like, why can't I find it? Like, it's there, but like, it's okay, I can buy it, but nah. It is on sale on the Epic Store with their... I hope that discount is still active throughout the weekend, because if it is something I like, and then I could maybe pick it up for, at least 15-20% off. But whatever. Lots of things. I almost have to go look up an online list somewhere of all the things that were announced at E3 that have just, oh, by the way, it's out today. Because there's been a fair bit of that. So yeah. That is Monday of E3 2019. We got one more tomorrow. And then I'll just kind of give some last minute kind of overall thoughts. I'm going to be on the Blind Bargains cast. I'll be recording probably tomorrow evening. And then the episode will come out probably around this weekend at some point. I forget what day they release. And then either this weekend or the following weekend, we'll be doing our E3 podcast. I don't exactly remember what the schedule is like for the A4G podcast. When we're going to get on with Brandon, because he was wanting to come back because he was attending E3, so he might come back for that. And we'll talk a bunch of games and how badly our wallets are going to be brutalized, and where in the bloody hell some of us are going to find time to play half of the stuff that we want to play. Either, like I said, either you don't have enough time or you don't have enough money. It's never, you're never just completely set. So, but there's tons to look forward to. This generation is far from over. We got plenty of stuff to look forward to throughout the first half of 2020. So, yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Follow me on Twitter at BGFH79, mixer.com/BGFH, or illegally-cited.com. Till next time, I will start uploading these, and hopefully they will go through properly. And we'll see them on the YouTube channel within the next day or two. And we'll see you one more time for Nintendo's E3 Nintendo Direct. Chat with you guys tomorrow.